Navigating through the tech space can be challenging as it requires both significant time and conscientious effort. It is said to be a brutal race considering the fact that new technologies are born daily, some of which are harmed to eclipse their contemporaries. Keeping up with these unending changes can be quite daunting for newcomers. The truth is, most newbies easily get caught up in these loops due to deficiency in proper orientation or guide. You cannot swim for new horizon until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Addiction to the shore translates you to a daydreamer. To navigate the tech space, there are several established communities which have been proven to positively impact self-development. I have joining me live today DEBORAH DADA, who is a product designer, tech panel moderator, and a UK global talent. And together we will be dissecting the impact of community on self-development in the technology space. My name is Abeokuta and you are watching ICT Today. DEBORAH, it's a great privilege to have you join us again on the program, and I can only say congratulations on your new portfolio.
Thank you so much.
So, it is not enough to acquire the right skills. More often than not, as little as communication skill can be a challenge when navigating in the tech space. Let us begin by breaking down our focus today, the impact of community on self-development in the technology space. This seems to be a very complex statement. Can you break it down?
Yes, impact of community on self-development in technology space is a long statement, but quite very simple, which means that how does the community around us, how do they affect our self-development, especially in the tech space? In every space in the world, you actually need community. So how will this community impact the growth and development of individuals in the technology space? And that's basically what it means. Development basically refers to the process of improving oneself and with various activities and practice. So it means that it is not something that happens at once, it's something that happens over time, and it happens based on repetitive procedures, repetitive habits that we involve ourselves with. And that's where self-development in that statement comes from. Then community, of course, it involves having like a group of people, having an environment made up of structures, having a collection of an environment, society, we can just put it that way. And technology space, of course, we have so much in technology space right now. We have the coding, we have cybersecurity, we have people that are involved in hardware, people that are involved in software. So bringing these three statements together individually, we now want to look at what is the impact of that society on the growth and development of individuals in the tech space. And that's basically what that means. Thank you.
Okay. So for newbies in tech, can you give examples of these tech communities and their specifics? I know that we have GitHub, and GitHub has over 100 million developers who are contributing to the open source community. Other examples of
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There are a lot of communities out there. For GitHub is for developers, which are like software engineers. We have Figma. There's Friends of Figma or Figma community. That is a community for product designers. We have Product Hunt, which is a community for people that are in product managers. We even in Ogun State, we have Ogun Tech community.
Yes, I wanted to talk about that. That is the one that we are trying to build in Ogun State, Nigeria, is also a community.
Yeah, so that is also a community. We also have, so they are like small groups of community, and they are very large communities. So those are examples of communities that we have. We have people in product. We have communities that are created for women in technology, particularly. We have Women Who Code, we have She Codes Africa. There's just a huge number of them.
Okay, okay, thank you. So, mentioning this community, GitHub, Figma, OpenTech community, and the likes, what role do these communities play when it comes to self-development in, obviously, I want to believe that there are learning opportunities.
Yeah, of course. Beyond learning opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities that the communities actually provide. One of that is support and encouragement, which is very important for anybody that is growing in the tech space, anybody that is coming into tech space. You need a lot of support and you need a lot of encouragement, and that's what these communities provide for you. Because there are points where you are trying to like resolve or learning something new and you get stuck.
Okay.
And you need someone to talk to, or you need like a group of people to say, hey, I am going through this, anybody has gone through this before and sort of has like a solution for me. So that's one of the roles of like the community. Another one is learning opportunities, like mentioned before. There are communities that put forth webinars for people to learn. They do seminars. They just say, oh, we want to teach people how to do this, and a lot of people will come together to actually learn from that. There's also the part of professional growth. I would say that particularly the tech community was very an active part of my professional growth, because it exposed me to things like TV, radio, teaching people tech. And so that's also the role of like a community, meeting people that will be like, oh yeah, you can do this, and encourage you to do this. And the last one I would just like to touch point on is access to resources. So like the GitHub that you mentioned earlier, on GitHub community, there are more than enough resources, and you talked about open source. So it means that it is like an open environment where people can access different resources, and that's another role of a community, where they put forth resources together, and newbies or even experts can actually come and contribute to it, or they can come and say, oh yeah, I need something, and like pick resources and materials from there.
Okay, thank you very much. So, I want to go further by saying that after joining these communities, how do you maximize the best out of these communities? I mean, what are the expectations from your hand and expectations from the part of the community? What are the things to do?
One way you can maximize a community is to actively participate. To get the most out of anything, you must be a part of it. You cannot say, I'm a member of this, and you're not talking, you're not, they call for events, you're not attending, they call for anything, you're just saying, oh, I am a member. And you can't actively just say you're a member without being a part of it. So one of the things that I used to tell people, and I've also done myself, is to actively engage in communities. If there are events, attend tech events, attend meetups, attend conferences, connect with like-minded individuals. I mean, don't just attend and sit in your comfort zone. You need to like step out,
like
talk to
people.
Network, exactly.
Yes.
Meet people that are like-minded, meet people that you feel like, okay, my name is Deborah, I do this, I do this, I do that, what do you do? And that way you just get to meet different people. So actively participate. If it's an online forum, which is like a digital age where we are now, online forums are very important. Also, engage in conversations on the group, engage in discussions. If anybody is working on like an open source and they say, oh, I need somebody to work with me on this, even if they do not ask, actively say, oh, I have some free time, 1 hour per day, please, I'm able to do this, anybody that needs my help with this, I am available. Yeah.
So you communicate, you network, and you engage with people even within the network.
Yeah, active
if you see topics of interest, areas of interest, dive in and put in your own contribution.
Yeah.
Oh.
So another thing is like, one thing that I know that for sure helped me as well is asking questions, and that's part of active participation as well. Once you feel like, oh, you need clarity on something, it's okay to ask questions, and you'll be surprised how many people are actually willing to answer. And when somebody also asks the question, especially on online forums, you're also willing to answer.
Okay, thank you. That's very detailed. So moving further, there are several means of engagement. We've talked about engagement as in connecting with people and the likes. So there are several means of engagement in the tech space, in the tech community. What role do networking and seeking mentorship play?
That's a huge role. It plays a very, very huge role. And I will talk about, I mean, I always love to use myself for example.
Okay.
And one thing that I know for sure is most of the jobs or things that I have worked on has always been by referrals. Somebody will say, "Oh, I need somebody that can do this," and they say, "You, I have somebody that can."
Somebody that can do this.
And the only way somebody can know you can do anything is if you talk about it. If you are vocal about it, like anywhere you are talking about it. And the way you can talk about what you do is by networking and meeting people. You can't sit in your room and shout, "Hello, I'm a product designer," no one is going to hear you.
Okay.
But if you attend events and you network with people, you have the opportunity of sharing and talking about who you are and telling them, "This is what I do." I have an example in this stead. So I know that I've always been very interested in events, tech events particularly. And being in Ogun State helped me because I was exposed to radio shows, exposed to TV, and relocating now to the UK. One of the things that it helped me do was I needed to put myself out there, and I did not know anybody here. It was not like an environment where I was familiar with people and I knew people. So
unlike
I
here where you
actually
can.
yeah, I had to attend events. I would literally attend an event and I'm the only black person in there.
Okay.
But I still just wanted people to know what I did. So the main goal for going there is I don't want to talk to everybody. I'll just speak, maybe I just want to talk to two people in this event. And at the end of the event, I walk up to you and like, "Hey, my name is Debs. This is what I do. This is what I do. I'm interested in events. If you have any events, please invite me." And from one of that, I was able to put forth to one of the organizers of an event that I like moderating panel sessions. I have moderated one before in Nigeria and I'm capable of doing one now. And he gave me a shot and I did it. And it was even a government event. So that involves things around putting yourself out there, networking, talking to people. You cannot just decide to be no one is an island of knowledge, and there's a translation of a Yoruba adage that says like one tree cannot make a forest. So it means that you can technically not be alone. Humans cannot really be alone. So it's important that you network, and that's like a very huge role that it plays. So I would say networking has actually given me opportunities, and those opportunities have actually like made me grow to this particular level that I am right now in terms of tech, in terms of design, and in terms of events, tech events that I am currently doing. And to the second part of the conversation, which is seeking mentorship.
Yeah.
Is that's very important. They say experience is the best teacher, but that experience it is only the best teacher if it is not your own experience. So the best thing to do, or the best way to go about things, is to always make sure that you have people that have gone ahead of you. I always have a chart which I say there are mentors, there are peers, and there are mentees, and those are the three people that are important to someone's growth. So you have mentors, people that have gone ahead of you. You have peers, people that you are together on the same level, and those people are like the ones that they will put you in check. They are like your guys, and does not mean that you cannot still learn from them. And you have people that you are teaching while teaching those people to you are actually learning. So it's like learning on three levels. So mentorship is very important. Like someone that you can look up to, and you can say, "Oh yeah," even when you're stuck, there's someone you can call and I'm going through this. How do you think I should go about it?
All right, now on the final note, you are known to be a product designer. What role is the impact of community? I want you to do a summary of all what we have said now, capture it in a single expression. What role what is the impact of community on self-development in technology space?
Yeah, so overall, I think what we have been able to achieve is that growth is not a one-man thing.
Okay.
It's not a one-man job. It is the job of multiple people, and it's the job of yourself and the people that are around you. So the community that you belong to as a tech person will actually go a long way in growing you and fast-tracking your career. There are communities that are available around. we know of the one in Ogun State. There are communities that are in field. There are communities that are like out of your field. So, like I mentioned before, that Figma community is community for designers. But because I belong to Figma community, because I'm a designer alone, does not mean that is the only community I should belong to.
Okay.
Nothing is wrong with exploring other communities. I can belong to GitHub community, not because I am looking for a designer job there, but if I connect with a developer there and the developer is working on a project that needs a designer, he knows a designer to call. So you don't have to limit yourself to one community or limit yourself to, okay, your area of expertise alone. It is very great to actually explore other communities that are around, and this is how this impacts your own self-development. And you begin to realize that you have grown so much because you have gathered experience from working with people. You have learned from other people's experiences as well. So I would say that the impact of of communities on self growth or development cannot be far fetched. It helps a lot. It helps you grow faster. It helps your network. It helps you learn faster. It helps you even give back to the community that actually helped you. It helps you get better with that as well. So on a final note, I would actually really encourage every tech person out there, whether you're a tech talent or a CEO or anybody that you are in tech, developer, whatever you do that involves anything in the technology space, be a part of the community. Have a set of people that you know that, okay, these people are my go-to, and when I need anything in tech in terms of learning and resources, I can definitely bank on them. And you see how fast your career will actually grow in the space of 3 to 5 years.
Okay, she has said it all. Active participation, networking, seek mentorship, and knowledge sharing. These and many more are channels through which communities impact on self-development in tech space. And once again, thank you, Deborah, for taking out time to join us on the program today. I look forward to many more contributions to the tech space from your end, and with skills like yours, you don't need luck, but good luck in your new portfolio.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity and looking forward to more. Thank you.
And that's the package for today. Thank you for sticking with us till now. Make it a date with us next time when I return with another package. But before then, take time out to follow us on all our social media platforms. Like, comment, and share our videos. You can as well click on the notification button to receive alerts when we post new content. Till I come your way next time, remember, if it is digital, it is part of ICT.